A submission for the Margot Strom Innovation Grant by Stephen Berer.
Hi, I'm Steve Berer, and I'd like to present my organization, Museum Exploration Partners. I'm spearheading new ways to enhance museum education to make museums more effective learning experiences. As you will see, many of the techniques that I'm developing I've learned directly from facing history and ourselves. But rather than telling you about what I do, let me show you what I do. Come on, let's go to a museum.
The Holocaust Memorial Museum is an obvious choice for challenging students to think about themselves and the world, but I'd like to show you that these explorations can work in just about any museum. Let's go to the Freer and Sackler Gallery. There's a lot to learn there about who we are and how we relate to people and ideas that are unfamiliar. We live in a world full of discord and violence, and yet it is usually within our power to choose our approach to the conditions we face. Some people record what they see. Some try to rise above the conflict. Some try to remove themselves from paths of trouble. Some try to see the humor in it, or are just cynical about life. There are no easy answers, but beauty can often bring release and pleasure, and art can inspire us to become better people. Religious traditions can also inspire us to choose paths of moral responsibility and kindness, or lead us on a vision quest. Pursuit of knowledge and pursuit of friendship are among the most fulfilling choices we can make. Who are you, and what are the choices you are making? These are the questions I have students ask themselves during our museum explorations. Some students will be familiar with the idea of victims, bystanders, rescuers when it comes to genocide or bullying, but I challenge them to apply those characterizations in all kinds of museums or situations. For example, how would you classify this person? What about these two? Whatever answer you came up with, it required you to create a narrative to justify it. Did you see the samurai as a perpetrator, or as a resistor, or a rescuer? Were the two laughing men bystanders, or might one of them have rescued the other? Becoming conscious of the narratives that we are taught, or that we create for ourselves, allows us to take responsibility for the choices we make. It helps us to see the emotions that are informing our opinions, and it helps us to appraise the facts that justify our actions. It allows us to modify our emotions, focus on different facts, and move ourselves towards making more respectful and ethical choices. There's so much to see in a museum, students often get lost in the details. We need to help them to build context and narrative. Through Museum Exploration Partners, I'm leading student groups on museum explorations, trying to teach them to build respectful, inclusive worldviews. Thank you for watching this presentation.